Hi, my name is Garrett Christopher, and this is my YouTube channel. This is called Garrett's Take. I have two more of these channels. There's Garrett's Sports Take and Garrett's Movie Take. I'm in a heavy topic right now. This is part 4, actually, of me talking about COVID and vaccines and should you take it or not. Please visit GarrettChristopher.com. You'll find out more about me. I'm a self-published author. I've got 2 audiobooks available on Audible, and I have a weekly podcast that usually is centered around my books. So please check that out. Soundcloud or Spotify. All right, cool. Let's jump into this, and I promise this will be part 4. And really, my goal in this discussion, this is much more heavy than I intended. I really wanted to give you the opportunity to get to know me a little more, and I really wanted to come across as jovial and having a good time and making you laugh a little bit and being amusing. But this topic is heavy and it's important, and so I wanted to put it out there and just open discussion. I'm not doing this to try and profess anything or try and shove anything down your throat. I really want to know what you think, and I wanted to share what I think and go from there, right? And I purposely stayed away from gathering a bunch of information and percentages and the scientific this and the non-scientific that. And again, I'm not coming from a political point of view. I could care less about the political point of view as far as COVID and the vaccines is concerned. What I see as is there's truth on both sides. I have a family member who, because of them being a cancer survivor, does not want to take the vaccine, and I will defend them. I will stand beside them and fight anyone. I'm not a fighter, but trying to hold back anyone that tries to stick a needle in their arm. I just will. And then on the other side, I've got people perhaps who are not taking it because of different reasons. That's their prerogative. I get that. But I talked about, last time about the fact that are Americans too free? I think we got to be careful about that. I think we need to make sure that we're not using our freedom as an excuse for not wanting to do something because of a particular agenda. And again, I said, everyone has an agenda. And as Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder said, there's good and bad in everyone. Any case, so where do I stand as far as the vaccination? I took the vaccination. I got both of them, went to Walgreens and knocked it out, and there you have it. And I've not had COVID. I have a family member very close to me, my son, who got COVID, who didn't get vaccinated, and he was actually on his way back to China. He works there, and got COVID. He's okay, thank goodness. And again, my heart goes out to those who have lost family members or friends due to this horrific, situation. My problem with people not taking the vaccination, and again, I've got a family member who I will definitely side with her not to take it. But if you are going to dispel of all reason and reasoning, and not take it because you're stubborn, because of your political stance, because of who you feel may be telling the truth or not telling the truth, because others are doing it, because you just don't want someone to tell you what to do. I don't see that as intelligent. And I think that you are straying away from, and I said in this, I think the last one I used the taking the trash out analogy, from the betterment of everyone in that house, right? And use house as house or your family or your city, your community or whatever. There are reasons why you should take the trash out. Maybe you don't want to. Maybe you've got better things to do. Maybe you feel like you shouldn't have to. But there are reasons, and there's detriment to not taking the trash out. It just is, right? Smell, bug infestation, making the wife or the spouse or the whoever happy because they want the trash out and it's just a chore, and just being responsible. So if you're not taking it because I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I think that's silly. I think that's childish. And if you're listening to someone because you politically feel like, well, I'm just not going to do it because, so-and-so, this and that, whatever. Well, that's just silly, I think. I think you need to, if we're all in this thing and we all seem to profess this, that we're all in it for the common good of, just, hey, I have my freedoms, but I love everyone. I love man. I love this. That's usually professed right before someone says, well, I'm just not doing it. Yeah, I love my neighbor, but I'm not going to do this because I just don't feel like it. Well, it's been proven that this is a communal situation. It's not just a one-on-one situation, right? It's not that. You don't take the trash out, it's going to affect your household. You can't help that. And if you take the trash out, but you just throw it in the street and continue to do that, that's going to cause a situation for your neighborhood, for your street. It just is. You can't help that, right? Rodents and infestations are going to be drawn toward that. So there's a certain order to doing something. No one likes taking the trash. I don't like taking the trash out. And I've been designated as a trash taker outer in my household. I don't like it, but guess what? You do it because I don't like the smell either. And I don't like the opportunity for infestation in my household, of bugs and whatnot. Reason. Let's think logically. You know, whether you agree with the science or you don't agree with the science, you want to agree with the science, you don't agree with the science, I don't care about any of that. But I think that there are a lot of intelligent people who are being stubborn about not taking the vaccination. Now, some are just afraid. And some feel, and I side with this to a degree also, that we don't know anything about, first of all, enough about COVID, nor do we know enough about the vaccinations. We might find out 5 years from now that, you know, so-and-so, guess what? Now we got so many millions of people that have an ear growing on top of their head because of the vaccination. I'm going to be one of them. And I don't want to say that may not happen. As far as COVID is concerned, the different strands and the variants and all that kind of a thing, again, but we've dealt with that with the flu, you know, forever too, right? All the different strands with that. So I think we're making excuses. And I think we're kind of like folding our arms, pouting our bottom lip out and saying, I'm not doing it. You can't tell me what to do. Isn't that childish? Do you let your kids say that? You know, your 10-year-old, your 11-year-old, do you let them say, I'm not doing it? Do your homework. I'm not doing it. I don't want to do it. No, you make them do their homework because it's for their betterment. So if you're someone who just is going to be stubborn and saying, no, I'm healthy and I'm at a certain age where I can take it and I have access to get somewhere to take it, I'm just not going to do it. Then I think you're being silly. Because it is proven that the vaccination is going to decrease the numbers. So why wouldn't you do that? Right? And the mask thing. Why wouldn't you do it? I don't get that. I really don't. This is the first week of August in 2021. We were kind of coming out of things, and then we kind of knew that there was something else coming, and here we're back on the rise again. I'm at a job where I got to wear my mask. I was so looking forward to taking that sucker off, and it's going to be there for a little while longer. And it's a pain in the butt. I think the percentages should be much less than they are now as far as those that are not taking it. I get it. There's a fear factor in a number of people, but there's more of a stubbornness factor, and I'm not going to do it because of whatever then. And unfortunately, those persons who are in positions of leadership that should be professing and putting out there, hey, come on, let's do it. Let's get it done. Both sides, right, aren't doing that, unfortunately. Why? I'll tell you one thing, and we all know this. They've taken it. They've taken the vaccine, and that they won't put it out there. So if they took it, why wouldn't they be out there broadcasting? Why? Because then it puts you in combination with the other side. You don't want to do that. That's stubborn. That's going against reason. That's going against intelligence. That's having an agenda and allowing your agenda to stand in the way of the better good. That's the problem I have with not taking the vaccine. I'm Garet Christopher, and that's just my take on it. Please let me know what you think. All right. Thanks so much. Check out my website, please, GaretChristopher.com. GaretChristopher.com. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording.